Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Brian Tim, talking Love Island, Australia. This is season 6, episode 7. All right, so after the dates in episode 6, we had Sydney and Steph choosing Mimi and Dylan to go on a date, and they are now back in the villa. They are kind of getting to get to know everybody. Sydney, right off rip, has a line that just makes you shake my head. She says she's talking about finding love in the USA and leaving to find a man here because she didn't have any luck, and it's just like, girl. You're so lame. Like you were so gullible on your season of Love Island USA. The guy's even blanking on my name on the name of who the dude was, but he was just a bum, and I don't know. It's Steph thinks there's going to be no competition. So and then when we find out what the powers are today about what the Love Island gods are, I'm not saying I'm underwhelmed. I just think it's too much. Too much, I think. We'll get there. Let me just run through some of the things before they get the text about the information and the new text jingle. Sophie says she's interested in Steph, so that's something to monitor, something that does happen. And they finally get the text saying, "Hey, here's what the God's power are." And like instead of the chime that it normally is, it's like a lightning bolt, two lightning bolts, pretty long, pretty lengthy, very loud. I wonder if it's really honestly the sound or they just added in production. All right, so the text says that the gods have superpowers. They can couple up whenever they want, whoever they want, whenever they want. And whenever they want is the main thing that I probably have a problem with. Because it happened 3 times tonight. There's only 2 of them. It happened 3 times. So Steph recoupled twice tonight. And whenever they want to recouple, I'm assuming that whoever whatever the Steph or Sydney at this point will text on their phone like I'm ready to couple up, and they like text wherever they're texting, and then they send the text out to the regular Islanders and be like, "Oh my goodness!" So they get the text, say like one of the gods wants to couple up. It is Steph, and he chooses Sophie. So that means that Indigo's now single. He's not dumped, but he is single, lurking in the island. Sophie says she's in a dilemma now because she was into Indigo. She thought it was going okay. She was thinking about Zayn a lot. As we saw last episode, she's trying to talk to him. She can't like figure it out. And now that Steph is coupled up with her, so she's in an interesting predicament. Breaking news doesn't last that long. They get a text that there is going to be a game today. It's called Stairway to Heaven, and there guys dress up as angels, girls dressing up as devils, and essentially it's like a beer pong. It almost looks like beer pong when you're playing like table tennis against yourself, like you're practicing. It's like that. It's like a wall like this, and the cups are here. Boop, 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 cups for the Islanders. Then there's like a big silver glittery cup for the gods. So Sydney's is bigger, Steph's is bigger, and it's like kind of set up like this. You're playing beer pong against like basically it looks like you practice against yourself. Or like honestly, a folded up table, like how you would practice, you'd fold it up and you're playing against yourself. It literally looks like that. I'm not gonna lie, this was a super lame challenge. So we had a bunch of guys just not participating. Like it's Stairway to Heaven, so essentially you're gonna go in, it's like 7 minutes of heaven. They like plop this like wardrobe looking closet at the top of the steps, and you go in there however long you want to make out. There's like a camera overhead looking down in there, so you can kind of get like a POV view. But Nico gives a peck to Hannah, or gives a peck to Sydney. Hannah is like super possessive about it, like making comments after the fact, even though like she heard him saying that she wants to get to talk to her first. Taylor kisses Sydney on the cheek, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And Sydney, I mean, the one time I'm gonna agree with her, probably she's just like, what are we doing here? This is like I thought we were on here on Love Island, you're supposed to test your connections, which I completely agree with. Why are these people so locked in on episode 7 about what is their connection? It hasn't even been a week. It's crazy to me. It's stupid, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. After the challenge, Xanthi is upset that Zayn didn't pull her after the challenge, I guess to talk and figure it out. She's crying. Uh, I'm already sick of Xanthi. I really am. I'm sick of her. There's another text coming in that the gods are want to use their power, and both are going to recouple. So that means that Steph, even though coupled up with Sophie earlier today, is changing his mind. Sydney chooses Zayn. Xanthi starts bawling. Steph chooses Mimi. So that means that Sophie is now back with Indigo, and the only single Islander is Dylan. But he is, I guess, I don't know if he's vulnerable or safe. He's just single at the moment. Um, and then honestly, I thought this was parody. I thought this was a joke. I thought this was Saturday Night Live. We have a new bombshell coming in. His name's Tommy. I have a video here. I'm gonna pop it in right now, and I want you to watch.
Might be a weird fetish, I don't know, but she's just curvy, got those long eyelashes. Known on TikTok, braiding eggs, raw eggs. They're actually alright. Watch out, fellas, I'm coming in hot. I got uno and dos.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I thought it was a joke. I mean, after watching that, the guy's eating raw eggs with the shell on. Like he's eating eggs with the shell. It's weirdo behavior. And he's got a terrible haircut. He's got a mullet. Mustache, I don't really have a problem with. I know that's a thing these days, not terrible, but that mullet is brutal. And he's also wearing like egg uh what is it called? Budgie smugglers. They call them budgie smugglers, speedo, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how well it's gonna go up in the villa. Like, I just don't, also I'm older, so I don't know what is like hip or cool with like what guys are good looking. It's like in my day, this guy would not get any chicks. So I don't know. We will see. So I'll be back tomorrow for episode 8. Let me know what you think of the God's Power. I think it's just too much. I think it should be maybe one episode. It shouldn't be as frequent as they want to do. It's just I don't know. I feel like we were like the entire time I was watching, it was just like oh, they were sitting around the fire pit. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next one. So we also have before I leave, we are going to do Love Island Argentina, Love Is Blind Argentina premieres today. So we're gonna have episodes after that. We have Survivor episode 8. I think we have Golden Bachelor episode 8. So this might be like part 2 of the finale, like Men Tell All. I'm not really 100% sure, but we will have a couple of videos out today. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.